Have you ever had a favorite TV show that you couldn't wait to watch every week, and then one day you realize you're forcing yourself to sit through it? Not because you're busy, not because you've outgrown it, but because the magic is gone. That's exactly what's happening right now with Love and Marriage Huntsville. People aren't just losing interest, they're checking out completely. They're closing the app, turning off the TV, and walking away from what was once their go-to Saturday night drama fix. And honestly, you can't really blame them. The vibe has shifted. The energy that made the show addictive feels like it's vanished. This isn't just about a dip in ratings or a handful of critics stirring the pot online. This is about the heart of the show, the thing that made people care, flatlining. And it's hard to watch something you used to love slowly lose its spark. The problem? The storylines feel like recycled leftovers. The same conflicts are being dragged around like a designer bag that's seen better days. Except this designer bag is looking more like lost luggage. And right in the middle of it all, of course, is Martell. Now, Martell has made drama into a career. If messy was a degree, he'd have a PhD. But lately, even his chaos feels stale. It's the same patterns over and over again, chasing ghosts, stirring confusion, creating conflict. And the ghost at the center of this? Arion. Arion isn't even on camera, yet she's managed to dominate Martell's entire arc. It's like she's haunting the season without ever showing her face. Imagine a viral tweet that just won't go away. That's her presence in this storyline. And here's the thing, it's not just fans who've noticed the decline. Even executives at ON are reportedly raising their eyebrows. Rumor has it they've been holding emergency meetings with Carlos King, and the mood is far from cheerful. The concern? That Love and Marriage Huntsville has lost the thing that made it unique. What was once a messy but inspiring ride through the highs and lows of Black excellence has become a train wreck that isn't even entertaining anymore. Carlos King, the man behind the show, hasn't exactly stayed out of the drama either. Instead of quietly fixing things behind the scenes, he's been clapping back at fans on social media who dare to question the numbers. Remember when he bragged about that 43% rise in viewership? On the surface, it sounded impressive, but when people dug deeper, they realized he was talking about one very specific demographic, and in the bigger picture, it was tied for the lowest ratings in the show's history. When fans called him out, Carlos delivered a shady one-liner. "I love when people outside the club think they know how the club works." Some people thought it was hilarious. Others didn't find it cute at all. They reminded him that they built the club in the first place. The loyal viewers who tweeted, discussed, hosted watch parties, and turned the show into a cultural moment. And now, those same fans are frustrated. They say the show has stopped giving clarity and started giving pure confusion. Martell's storyline feels like a haunted house with no exit, no growth, no healing, just a constant loop of chaos. Then there's Melody. She hasn't been promoting the show, hasn't tagged it once, and has been posting cryptic quotes instead. Her silence speaks volumes. And without her presence anchoring the show, the drama feels aimless. Martell without Melody is just noise. There's no balance, no back and forth that creates emotional depth. It's just one man circling the same problems, refusing to change. And the newer cast members? Ken and Trish came in like a hurricane. At first, the shakeup felt refreshing, but 2 episodes in, they're getting more airtime than some of the original stars. The Whitlows, the Fletchers, Maurice, and Kimmy have been pushed to the sidelines. Fans are saying it feels desperate, like production is trying to do a reboot without calling it one. Even the editing is raising eyebrows. Conversations are being chopped mid-sentence, scenes feel pieced together out of thin air, and story arcs seem manufactured. And the thing about reality TV is, once viewers start feeling like it's fake, the magic is gone. So now people are asking the big question, is it time to pull the plug? Or is there still something worth saving? Because right now, Love and Marriage Huntsville doesn't seem to have much love or marriage or even emotional healing left. Carlos King has been in the game long enough to know what keeps viewers hooked, but even the best producer can't stop a free fall when the audience disconnects emotionally. And make no mistake, fans aren't just bored, they're tired. Tired of watching Martell spin his wheels, tired of Melody doing the heavy lifting while getting the least protection, tired of storylines that go nowhere. Melody has always been the balance. She brought elegance, edge, and authenticity. She was proof that you could be part of the drama without letting it swallow you whole. But now, she's stepping back, and without her energy, there's no anchor holding the chaos in place. Meanwhile, Arion is still being used as Martell's plot point, and viewers are over it. If she's not even going to appear on the show, then why is her meme still floating around like a storm cloud? The Ken and Trish gamble hasn't paid off either. Instead of saving the show, their heavy screen time has made it clear how shaky the foundation really is. As for the numbers, the story is complicated. Cable TV ratings may be dropping, but online numbers are strong. That first full episode on YouTube hit over 140,000 views in less than a week. Clips are racking up tens of thousands of hits. People are still interested. They're just not watching live on ON. They're watching on their own schedules, skipping the filler and focusing on the drama highlights. OWN knows this, which is why the show hasn't been canceled yet, but it's a risky strategy. If the storylines don't improve, the audience could migrate completely, or worse, move on altogether. Then there's the behind-the-scenes tension. Stormy hinted at production problems before deleting her post. Destiny liked a comment saying the show has gone too far. Even the cast seems over it, and that energy comes through on camera. And here's the juiciest rumor. Word is that Melody might be getting her own show. No Martell, no constant chaos, just her life, her kids, her business ventures, and her personal growth. If that happens, it could be the final blow to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because let's be real, if Melody takes her fan base with her, what's left? OWN is in a tough spot. They've got a show that still has name recognition, but its foundation is crumbling. The original magic came from a mix of drama and personal growth. Viewers didn't just tune in for arguments, they tuned in to watch people rise from the ashes. But when growth is replaced with endless feuds, the soul of the show disappears. The fans are vocal about what they want: authenticity. They want the original cast back in the center of the story. They want room for conversations to breathe, instead of 5 conflicts squeezed into one scene. They want moments of resolution, not just reaction. Martell's storyline needs a real redemption arc or a respectful exit. Melody's path needs clarity. Either she's done or she's truly back in the mix. Kimmy should be able to share her health journey without it being overshadowed. The Whitlows should get moments that aren't turned into quick punchlines. And the show needs to remember that not every scene has to be explosive. Audiences are grown. They can handle subtlety, nuance, and genuine human moments. There's also the elephant in the room: streaming. That's where the real engagement is happening. People are watching clips, sharing them, commenting, and discussing online. If OW is smart, they'll lean into that. Release full episodes online, give fans uncut interviews, offer real behind-the-scenes content. The YouTube channel already pulls big numbers. There's no shame in pivoting to where the audience actually is. Maybe that's the silver lining here. Sometimes, things have to fall apart before they can be rebuilt stronger. Love and Marriage Huntsville still has history, connections, and potential. But Carlos King and ON need to listen, really listen to the fans. Because if they don't, the decline will continue, quietly, fully, until one day there's no reunion, no closure, and nothing left but an unfinished story and a disappointed fan base. The choice is simple: let the show fade into irrelevance, or take a risk and bring it back to what made it great in the first place. The viewers are ready for that plot twist. The question is the show? At the end of the day, Love and Marriage Huntsville is standing at a crossroads. It can either keep sliding into messy, recycled chaos, or it can find its way back to what made it special. The choice isn't just in the hands of the producers, it's in the hands of the cast, the network, and yes, even the fans. Because without the people watching, tweeting, sharing clips, and talking about it, this show wouldn't be where it is. The audience built the hype, and the audience can take it away just as fast. OWN still has a chance to pull off a comeback, but it's going to take honesty, balance, and a willingness to show real growth, not just staged arguments. People don't want noise for the sake of noise. They want to see the wins, the losses, the rebuilding, and the humanity behind the headlines. So now the question is simple. Will they listen, or will they ignore the signs until the lights go out for good? Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, the fans are watching closely, and they've got their remotes ready.